don't provide anybody with security. I go around my city and talk about the industry from people that do security guards at some of my buildings. Heck, I got on a plane the other day and was talking to the people that brought on food and everything. I asked them, hey, do you guys get sick leave? No. Do you guys get pensions? No. There's a movement in this country that's to take our country back in many directions. Take women's rights back to the 1960s. Take voting rights back to the 1950s. But also take workers' rights back to the 1920s. We've got to get our country back moving in the right direction. We cannot let fringe elements erode workers' rights, voting rights, women's rights, gay rights. We cannot allow that to happen, because the America that I believe in is a country that allows opportunity for everyone, an equal playing field, and says if you play by the rules, if you work hard, you work a good job your whole life, you should be able to retire with dignity, have health care there for you if you get sick, raise your family in a good community. That's what this is about. It's about the very idea of what are we going to be as a country? Who are we going to be as America? You know, I grew up in a small town in Bergen County, Harrington Park, New Jersey, and I had this father who was really good at keeping my brother and I focused on what was important in life. I remember when I was 18, I was real big in my britches. I was a high school American football player. I was president of my class. Honestly, my father would look at me and say, boy, don't you dare walk around this house like you hit a triple, because you were born on third base. And the reality is, he's coming from a dad who grew up in the Deep South during segregation to a single mom who couldn't take care of her. He'll never, always used to tell me and insist that I understood that if it wasn't for all these folks organizing, giving more than was expected, being good people, my family would have never made it to New Jersey. Stories about people that helped him afford his first semester's tuition. Stories about people in civil rights, black, white, Christian, Jewish, who came together to open up opportunities. Even to buy our first house in New Jersey, where real estate agents wouldn't show my family homes in certain neighborhoods because of the color of their skin. It was New Jersey volunteers that put together a sting operation, exposed housing segregation, allowed my family to move into Harrington Park. My father says that we are people, all of us, that drink deeply from wells of freedom and liberty that we can dig. We also know that freedom has to continually be fought for.